So, Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. And last time we have studied about the sine cos tan relation. So, what is sine cos tan? If you take one angle as theta in the right angle triangle, the side opposite to the theta is called opposite side. Closer to the theta is called adjacent side. Opposite to the right angle is called hypotenuse. So, this is hypotenuse. Then the angle is theta means sine theta is the ratio between the opposite and hypotenuse. The ratio between the opposite and hypotenuse only sine. Then what is cos theta? The ratio between the adjacent side and hypotenuse. This is only cos theta. Then tan value, tan theta means the relation between the opposite and adjacent. So opposite side and adjacent side only, this ratio only called tan theta. So sine means opposite over hypotenuse. Then cos means adjacent over hypotenuse. Then tan means opposite over adjacent. Simply we can say SOHCAHTOA. So these only the relations. So in these relations you have learned how to write the ratios of the sides. For example, when they give one angle as alpha and this side is 4, this side is 3, this side is 5. Then what is sine? Sine alpha. So here sine alpha, this is the alpha, opposite is 4, hypotenuse is 5. So 4 over 5. Then what is cos alpha? Adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent is 3, hypotenuse is 5. Then what is tan alpha? Tan alpha is opposite over adjacent. Then 4 over 3. So like this, the ratios can be written. If there's a possibility to simplify, you can simplify. Otherwise, just leave it. Then we'll see one type of question in this. Like this example. If sine theta is 3 over 5, find cos theta and tan theta. If sine theta is 3 over 5, find cos theta and tan theta. If sine theta is 3 over 5, find cos theta and tan theta. Right? Then how to find this? Now these trigonometry relations are occurring in right angle triangle. First we have to take a right angle triangle. Here theta is the angle mentioned. So except the right angle, mark one of the other angle as theta. You can mark this one or that one. If it is theta, sine theta is given. What is sine theta? 3 over 5. But we have learned sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. It is given sine theta is 3 over 5. You have learned sine theta is opposite side over hypotenuse. Now when you compare both, now opposite side only 3, hypotenuse only 5. So then if it is theta, opposite side is 3, hypotenuse is 5. So 3 and 5. Then if you know the adjacent side only, you can find the cos theta and tan theta. Then you have to find the adjacent side. How to find the adjacent side? We can use Pythagoras theorem. According to Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse squared is equal to sum of the square of other sides. We don't know this side, we'll say x. Then according to Pythagoras theorem, x squared plus 3 squared, sum of the square of these two sides equal to the square of third side, hypotenuse. So x squared plus 3 squared is equal to 5 squared. Then x squared plus 3 squared is 9 plus 5 squared is 25. Then x squared equal 25. If you take the 9 into other side, minus 9. Then x squared is equal 25 minus 9, 16. If x squared is equal 16, to find the x, we have to see the square root of x squared. Then x is equal square root of 16. What is the square root of 16? 4. Then 4 centimeter or 4. X is 4. Then if x is 4, he is asking you to find the cos theta and tan theta. Now you can write what is cos theta. Cos theta means adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent is 4, hypotenuse is 5. Then 4 over 5. Then what is tan theta? Opposite over hypotenuse. Then opposite is 3. Opposite over adjacent. Tan theta. Opposite is 3. Adjacent is 4. So we can write any ratio. So they are giving one ratio, sine or cos or tan. According to that, you have to draw a right angle triangle and mark the given two sides. And use Pythagoras theorem to find the third side. After finding the third side, you can write any ratio they ask. So first they are asking cos theta, then adjacent over hypotenuse. Then they are asking tan theta, then opposite over adjacent. So copy down this. Then do this question. If sine alpha is 5 over 13, find cos alpha and tan alpha. You can use the same method. Okay. Then here also sine alpha is given. Then draw a right angle triangle and mark one angle as alpha. Then sine alpha 5 over 30. That means opposite side is 5, hypotenuse is 30. Then only sine alpha become 5 over 13. Opposite hypotenuse. We don't know the adjacent side. So we'll say adjacent side as x or some other letters. Then we have to find the adjacent side by using Pythagoras theorem. When you see Pythagoras theorem, this one plus this one equal to this one. Then x squared plus 5 squared equal 13 squared. Then x squared plus 5 squared is 25. 13 squared is 169. Then x squared equal 169. If you take this into other side, minus 25. Then x squared equal 144. Then to find the x, we have to see the square root for 144. Then what is the square root of 144? 12. So x equal 12. Now you know x equal 12. So if x equal 12, then you can write what is cos alpha, what is tan alpha. So cos alpha means adjacent over hypotenuse. Then adjacent is 12, hypotenuse is 13. Sin alpha is opposite over adjacent. Opposite is 5, adjacent is 12. Then take page 17 and question number 2. Take page 17, question number 2. Question number 3. 2 we have done. See this question. In the triangle ABC, in the figure, B is a right angle, C is theta. Express BAC in terms of theta. Right? Show that sin theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta. Show sin theta over cos theta equal tan theta. So here, this is a right angle triangle. This one is 90, this one is theta. There should be 180 degrees in a triangle. So here 90 goes, then the balance is another 90. Then in that balance 90, this one is theta means this one is remaining part, 90 minus theta. Or you can say that unknown angle as x. Say this angle as x and find what is the value of x. Put this as x. Then x plus this one equal 180. So you can write x plus theta plus 90 should be equal to 180. Should be equal to 180. Then to find the x, you can take the theta and 90 into other side. Then 180 is there in the other side. If you take the 90 into other side, minus 90. If you take the theta into other side, minus theta. So 180 minus 90 is 90. minus theta. Then if you put x for this, x is 90 minus theta. See, in that also they have used that 90 minus theta. So 90 minus theta, theta unknown things. So this angle is 90 minus theta. So first you have to find that and you can continue the work. Okay. Then this is the triangle given. This is the right angle. This is the theta. And this one is you are getting 90 minus theta. In any triangle there are two 90s. One 90 is this. Then the balance should be another 90. If this one is theta, then the balance is 90 minus theta. Then this triangle is given as ABC. Triangle is given as ABC. Question number 1 in that, what is the value of the BAC? So what is the value of BAC? Angle BAC equal to 90 minus theta. Angle BAC equal to 90 minus theta. Simple case. Then they are asking, show that sin theta equal to cos 90 minus theta. Then we will find sin theta. Sin theta is opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite is AB, hypotenuse is AC. So sin theta is equal to, no measurements are given in digits, numbers. So we can use the sides AB over AC. Then what is cos 90 minus theta? Cos 90 minus theta is cos value of this angle. Cos value of this angle means from this angle adjacent over hypotenuse. For this angle, this is the adjacent AB, hypotenuse AC. Then cos 90 minus theta, AB over AC. Then see both are same. Cos sin theta, AB over AC. Cos 90 minus theta, AB over AC. Both are getting same value. Because of this, sin theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta. Cos 90 minus theta. This is an important result. We are not using much. When you say any angle in sine, that is equal to 90 minus that value in the cos. For example, sine 40 means in cos 90 minus 40. 90 minus 40, 50. Then sine 40 equal to cos 50. Like that, when you say something in cos, 90 minus that value equal to sine. Then the third part, they are asking you to show sin theta over cos theta equal tan theta. Then you know what is sin theta, what is cos theta. First write sin theta over cos theta. What is sin theta? Sin theta means opposite over adjacent, opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite for the theta is AB. Hypotenuse is AC. This is only sin theta. Then what is cos theta? Theta. Theta is this cos, not cos 90 minus theta, cos theta. Cos theta means adjacent over hypotenuse. Then for theta, adjacent is this one, hypotenuse is this one. So adjacent is BC, hypotenuse is AC. Then see AB over AC. AB over AC. What is the meaning of this line? Division should be divided by BC over AC. Then say AB over AC. When you convert the division into multiplication, you have to write the reciprocal. Then reciprocal of this one is AC over BC. Then AC and AC get cancelled. Then here AB over BC. So what is AB over BC? AB is opposite side for the theta, BC adjacent side. Then actually it is opposite side over adjacent side. Opposite side over adjacent side only tan theta. Then sin theta over cos theta equal to tan theta. So this is also an important result in trigonometry. We are not using in all level, right? Tan theta is cos theta over sin theta. That means tan 30 is equal to cos 30 over sin 30. In advanced level maths, we are using these types of decision to solve the problems. Now, yes, they had given a part of the question, not as a theory. Okay. Then we'll try to find some values of trigonometry relations by using the numbers and these hertz. So we had to find the values of 30 degree, 45 degree and 60 degree. These values, right? Without seeing the sin cos tan table, we can find these values by using the fractions or surds. First case, we'll take an equilateral triangle. When you take an equilateral triangle, all the sides are equal and all the angles are equal. then one angle should be 60 degree. 60, 60, 60. We'll take one side as 2a. Then this side is 2a. This side is 2a. This side also 2a. So I have taken 2a because it's easy to divide by 2 without taking a. So avoid the fractions. Then draw a perpendicular for this. If you draw a perpendicular, then these two sides are equal means the perpendicular bisect the third side. Then this part is A, this part is A. Right? If I take 2A only, I can divide easily and put A and A. So this part is A, this part is A, because this side also 2A. Then this angle also will bisect. All the angles are 60. Then if you draw the bisector or perpendicular, that becomes into 30, 30. 30, 30. Then this angle is 60, this is a right angle. This angle is 30. Hypotenuse is 2A, this side is A. So we don't know this side. If you know this side, we can write the ratios. We'll say this side as H. We'll say this side as H. And this side is H. Then we'll use Pythagoras theorem and find this. What is Pythagoras theorem? This one squared plus this one squared equal to this one squared in this right angle triangle. Then this one I have taken H no. H squared is equal to A squared. This one squared plus, sorry, H squared plus A squared is equal to this one squared. This one is 2A. 2A squared. Then H squared will take the A squared into other side. Here 2A squared. 2A squared means 2 squared is 4, A squared is A squared. 4A squared. Then if you take the A squared into other side, minus A squared. Then H squared is equal to 4A squared minus 1A squared. 4A minus 1A squared means 3A squared. Then H squared equal 3A squared means to find the H, we have to see the square root of 3A squared. Then H is equal to the square root of 3 we don't know. We leave in the third form. The square root of A squared is A. Square root means which square is that? That is A square, so A. So we can put the square root only for the 3. A squared becomes into A while seeing the square root. So I have taken this side as H, but according to Pythagoras theorem, I am getting this side as square root of 3A. Square root of 3A. Then all the sides are there in terms of A. I have taken equilateral triangle and the side as 2A. Then I have drawn the perpendicular and I found the value of the perpendicular, magnitude of the perpendicular by using Pythagoras theorem. Right? So these are equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle with a side as 2A. With a side as 2A. That I have taken to find the value of the sine 30 and 60. Now we know all the sides related to A. Now here this side is 2A, this side is A, this side is the square root of 3A. Then we can find some ratios. First we will find what is sine 30. Sine 30 is, when you take the 30 here, this is the 30. Opposite over hypotenuse. Here opposite is A, hypotenuse is 2A. Then A over 2A. Then when you cancel the A up and down, Upper part 1 over 2. So see sine 30 is 1 over 2 half. Then we'll see what is cos 30. Cos 30 means adjacent over hypotenuse. Here what is the adjacent for this 30? Root 3a. Root 3a over hypotenuse 2a. So sine 30 is opposite over hypotenuse. This cos 30 adjacent over hypotenuse. From 30 you had seen. Adjacent is root 3a, hypotenuse is 2a. Then a and a get cancelled, root 3a remains. Root 3 over 2 remains. Then you can keep in memory, sine 30 means half, cos 30 means root 3 over 2. Then what is tan 30? Tan 30 means tan. Remember the tan, opposite over adjacent. Then what is the opposite for the 30? Opposite is a, adjacent is root 3a. So a over root 3a. Then a and a get cancelled. Then 1 over root 3 is the value for tan 30. So you know sine 30, cos 30, tan 30. Sine 30 is half, cos 30 is root 3 over 2, tan 30 1 over root 3. Then find the value of sine 60. What is sine 60? This is the 60. You can use this one or this one. When you take this 60, sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Then what is opposite? Opposite side for 60, root 3a, hypotenuse is 2a. Then see a and a get cancelled, then root 3 over 2. So sine 60, root 3 over 2. See it is equal to cos 30. Earlier I told you, if you say something in sine, 90 minus that value in the cos, getting same value. So sine 60, 90 minus 60 means 30. Then cos 30 also same value. Then we will find what is cos 60. Cos 60 is for 60 adjacent over hypotenuse. For 60 adjacent is a, hypotenuse is 2a. Then adjacent is a, hypotenuse is 2a. So when you simplify by a, 1 over 2. See cos 60 equal to half. Sin 30 also half. Then cos 60 means 90 minus 60, 30. So that is equal to sin 30. Then we have to find what is tan 60. What is tan 60? Opposite over adjacent. So what is the opposite for 60? Root 3 over root 3a. Opposite is root 3a. Adjacent is a. Then a and a get cancelled. Root 3. So tan 30 is 1 over root 3. Tan 60 inverse part of that. So 1 over root 3, when you write the reciprocal, root 3 over 1. So 3 numbers only, they are in these 6 connections. See here half, half. Root 3 over 2, root 3 over 2. Here 1 over root 3, root 3. So it is easy to keep in memory. So copy down this. We have got 3 relations with 30 degree and another 3 relations with 60 degree. Then another 3 relations are there with 45 degree. it okay? Then you know the value for 30 degree and 60 degree. Then we'll take an isosceles right angle triangle. This right angle, these sides are equal, isosceles right angle. Then there should be 180 degrees in a triangle. This angle is 90. Then the balance is 90. These two sides are equal. Then the angle opposite to those two sides also should be equal. Then these two angles should be equal but 90. Then one should be 45 degree. So this one is 45. Then this one should be 45. Then we don't know the hypotenuse. We'll say hypotenuse is as x. Then we'll find the hypotenuse by using Pythagoras theorem. According to Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse squared is equal to sum of the other two squared. Then a squared plus a squared. This one is a, this one is a. Then a squared plus a squared means 2a squared. Then x squared equal this much means to find the x, we have to see the square root of this. Then x is equal to, we don't know the square root of 2. Leave as the third. Then what is the square root of a squared? Square root of a squared is a. Right? Then x is equal to root 2a. Root 2a. So x is equal to root 2a. Right? Then see, what is sine 45? What is sine 45? Sine is opposite to our hypotenuse. Opposite is a here. Hypotenuse is root 2a. Then see a and a get cancelled. 1 over root 2 remains. So sine 45 1 over root 2. Then what is cos 45? Cos 45 is adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent is a, hypotenuse is root 2a. A get cancelled, then you are getting 1 over root 2. Same value in 45 degrees, sine and cos are same. Because 45, 90 minus 45 also 45. Same value only you are getting. Then what is tan 45? Tan 45 equals opposite over adjacent. Opposite is a, adjacent also a. A divided by a1. So see, tan 45 equal to 1. So then we can put a summary of these things like this. Right? Summary of the value that you have obtained. So here, sine cos tan. Sine cos tan. Right? Then here, for 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree. Then sine 30 you obtain half. So sine 45 you are getting 1 over root 2. Sine 60 you are getting root 3 over 2. So cos 30 you are getting that value, root 3 over 2. So cos 45 you are getting 1 over root 2. Cos 60 you are getting half. Tan 30 you are getting 1 over root 2. Tan 45 you are getting 1. Tan 60 also 1 over root 2. So this is the summary of value of these angles. Sine is half 1 over root 2 root 3 over 2. Cos is opposite this way. Root 3 over 2 1 over root 2 half. Right? Tan is tan 30. Tan 30 1 over root 3. No? 1 over root 3. Here root 3. 60. I thought about this one and right. So tan 30 1 over root 3 1 root 3. So this is the summary of the values that you have studied. So you have to keep these values in memory. Sin 30 means you have to say half. Cos 30 means you have to say root 3 over 2. Tan 30 means 1 over root 3. Like that for 45. Sin 45 1 over root 2. Cos 45 also same. Tan 45 1. For 60 degree. Sin 60 root 3 over 2. Cos 60 half. Tan 60 root 3 only. Okay. Then keep these values in memory. Right? So today we'll stop here. Next time we'll continue how to use this and solve problems. So goodbye.